Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. It's your DFB Uncle Eli, and today I have a very special guest with us. How are you doing today? Can you introduce your name, yourself, and who you are to us, please?
Hi, my name is Lola, and I am a proud affiliate of the DFB team. Uh, you're my coach, and Shaya is my coach, and you guys have helped me on a journey that's been going on now since November of 21, but really started a long, long time ago and is now like a dream that's starting to come to fruition. So it's very, very exciting.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's I've been on a weight loss journey since November of 21, and as of today, I've lost 73 pounds,
Wow, wow.
and yeah, it's pretty exciting,
Yes.
pretty exciting. And I just did my first competition in many, many years since before my children were born, and my daughter is now 20 years old. So that should tell
Wow.
you it was a while ago.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. Wow, wow, wow. Well,
yeah.
I'll say congratulations on your success so far, with the weight loss and, with the competition itself. Like tremendous, huge success on that part. You did amazing on your show at the Iron Man. Amazing physique, amazing, presence on stage.
Thank you.
But, before we go into all that, can you tell us who was, Lola right before we met? Like, you said you already started on the fitness journey in 21, but how was that
Yes.
for you? And then, before we met, how was that journey for you?
Well, I was in very poor health. I mean, being that much weight overweight is very hard on your body, and it's hard on your psyche and your self-esteem. And so I kind of was not myself. I hadn't felt like myself in so many years. Like um, I had in as a young person, I was very much all about fitness, but when I had my children and I got married and so on, I kind of let all that go on the back burner, like
Mm,
literally,
mm,
like put everything aside for so
yeah.
many years and didn't put myself and my health, and I didn't prioritize those things. And so now that my children are older and I have more time and space in my life, I decided that it was time to make a change. And quite frankly, there really was no choice. It was do or die, literally,
Mm,
because I was
wow.
in such poor health before I started all this. And I was very consistent from November of 21, like I said, all the way through the entire year. I worked out, and I was at the gym constantly, but I didn't have all the pieces. I didn't have, I didn't have a good diet in place. I didn't really know how to make everything come together.
Yeah.
And so meeting you and Saya at the gym was like very fortuitous. And it started out as just very casual interactions when I'd say hi to you guys at the gym and stuff, and you
Yes.
always inspired me by your positivity and your brightly colored workout clothing.
Yes.
And and then I didn't see you for a good part of it, and then I ran into you guys in December of 22. And at that point, I had actually started thinking about the possibility that I could compete.
Mm,
And I got this little seed was planted. I was watching a video of this famous Olympia winner, Dana Lynn Bailey, who I've heard mentioned by several people. So she's inspired many of us, I suppose.
yes.
But I saw her and I thought to myself, I could do that. I could do that. I could go on stage and I could even win. I could go to the Olympia.
Wow.
And and it was just this tiny little thought, and I kind of laughed it off, ha 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 ha. But it didn't go away.
Mm,
And it started to grow and so on.
yeah.
And so, it's funny because they say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And
Yes. Yes.
literally within days of my having come up with this notion that I could do a bodybuilding competition again,
Mm-hmm.
there you guys showed up at the gym after I hadn't seen you for many months. and I had an inkling. I had seen you with other people and like training other people, so I assumed that you guys were just trainers, you know.
Yes.
And there is a huge difference, however, between a trainer and a coach. I've come to learn,
Yes.
and the biggest thing, like more so than the diet and the workout itself, because you know I know how to work out. I've been working out on and off since I was 19 years old, so you know
Yes.
it's a long time.
Yes.
But the thing I didn't have was the champion mindset,
Mm.
and that's really what you guys are helping me to foster. To, you know, it started to grow. I'm not there yet. I've got a ways to go. I've got some work to do, some serious journaling that I need to do, and some serious self-reflection that needs to happen,
Yes.
because you know, like you said, the body is coming together just great. I'm super happy with my progress. I get to walk around and be all cute and wear, you know, teeny tiny clothing, and that makes me so happy. But at the end of the day, it's gotta, like, I don't feel a complete connection with that body yet. Like, I don't have the mindset that to go with it, you know?
Yes.
Like, it's a great vessel, but I need to work on continuing to develop that confidence for myself,
Yes.
regardless of what happens on stage or whatever the case may be.
Yes.
I need to have that sense of confidence for myself, that I don't need the external validation that comes from people saying, "Oh, you look great," and this and that. And I get it all the time, and it's wonderful, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And just finally, I'm getting to the point where I can say to myself, you know what? I already know that. Thank you, though. You know, I
Yes.
mean, I would
Yes.
never say that to someone. Thanks, I know,
Yes.
but it's just the idea that I am. I love myself enough to be able to say, yes, you are a champion. You've done the work. You deserve this, and you know this is the product of your hard work. This is real. You know,
Yes.
so yeah. So
Yes.
anyway, yeah.
No,
So
thank you.
and the
Thank you
thing,
very much for sharing. Thank you very much for
yeah,
sharing that. I mean, I would say, ever since we started this journey, it's been an amazing journey. I mean, as a coach, it's definitely been inspiring to just watch, your progress, every single time, every single day, right? And like you said, we
yes,
introduced something different, right? Because anyone
yes.
and everyone can work out, can go to the gym, diet, but we
Mm-hmm,
introduce a different aspect to this, right? Because
mm-hmm,
your journey is truly, truly remarkable. Like, against all odds, there've been like challenges, obstacles, but against all odds, you still, you're like, no, I'm not gonna let any of this stop me. You know, uh,
mm-hmm.
Nothing is gonna stop me. Nothing's gonna be an obstacle. I'll go all the way to the stage, right? So,
Yes.
my question to you is, why going through all this, right? What was that one champion's tool that you've learned from us, that we provided, that helped you overcome the challenges that came at you while you were preparing to get on stage?
Let me think about that for just a second, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Um, like the biggest thing that I had to overcome,
Mm-hmm.
um, really, it's just that self doubt that I wasn't. I felt like I was never going to be quite ready. Like I postponed getting on that stage 2 or 3 times. You know, like we had plans for me to, I think, to do a show in March, and then March came around and we didn't do it, and then May came around and we didn't do it, and so on and so forth. So finally, it just like I like looked in the mirror and I looked at everything that I'd done, and I just said, you know what, I'm ready.
Yes.
And you know, we looked at the Ironman show and the date of the Ironman show, and Saya said, I think he said, you guys knew I was ready before I knew I was ready, but it was a matter of I had to know. It didn't
Mm-hmm.
matter what you knew for me. I had to know it
Yes.
for myself. And
Yes.
then the reality of it was that physically I was ready, but
Mm-hmm.
mentally I still hadn't done all of the preparation. And you know, I would like to, I got up there and I kind of like, I realized that I still had a long way to go. You
Yes.
know, I
Yes.
was
Yes.
super happy to be up there. I loved being on stage. It was so freaking much fun. And, you know, hearing you guys in the audience, oh, and just your, you know, iconic line of, oh my goodness gracious. Now when I need to laugh, I just think about you saying that iconic line. It's the best yet, you know?
Yes.
But yeah, the biggest challenge was my self-doubt. It
Mm.
was my self-doubt and just
Yes.
not thinking I was going to be ready, you
Yes.
know?
Yes.
So,
No, thank you
yeah.
very much for sharing that. I mean, at the end of the day, everything worked out the way it was supposed to, right? Because when you went on stage, there wasn't that self-doubt, and it was just, I was born for this, right? So with this type
Yes.
of lifestyle and everything that have changed, in your life within the past 2 years, the past 1 year, we've been doing this.
Yeah.
How has that affected your life, your kids, where you work, with everything around you? How has that impacted your life?
Okay, well, I can give you just one something that I heard from an external source was I'm the light when I walk in the room. I'm the
Mm,
air when I walk in the room. That the
yes.
I change the energy in the room when I arrive. And that's huge. You know,
Mm,
that's something I never even considered of how this was going to impact and inspire other people and
yes.
inspire my kids, like, the pride that they feel in knowing that they can meet any challenge, that if I can do this, they can do anything that they set their minds to as well,
Yes. Yes.
and so excuse me.
Yes.
um yeah, but that's the biggest thing, is just it's not just a physical transformation, it's that heart and mind change as
Yes.
well,
Yes.
that, like, even when I come into the gym, most people walk into the gym, they start working out. I walk in, I'm like, hello gym people, how's everybody today,
Yes.
like everybody's there just for my entertainment essentially, not
Yes.
energy, you know what I'm trying to say, I hope.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Anyway, but it's just the whole attitude. It's like yes, I have so much confidence because the packaging looks good, but it's also that sense of pride in what I've accomplished, and that unbelievable sense of self-confidence just walking around like this. I just feel
Yes.
so good about myself all the time. And all of the affirmations have been the biggest thing, because they're magic. I mean, I have been privy to my own miracle. I've watched a miracle happen from the inside out, and
Wow.
so it's been really, really phenomenal. And the level of gratitude that I feel, I never in a million years could imagine myself being this grateful for anything or to anyone, but as I am for this transformation. So
Yes. Wow. Wow. Thank you very much for sharing that. You could tell by your energy, with everything, how you walk around, the way you talk, and the way you carry yourself, right? And just it becomes
yes,
infectious, like you say, you become the light in darkness, you become the air, everything, right? Because
yeah,
people look up to you, people like they miss your presence, like, yo, where you at, because again,
yes,
like you said, the transformation is from the inside out, right? And
yes,
from the inside out, it
yes.
affects everything, your surrounding and whatnot. But thank you very much for sharing. I mean, I can tell,
Oh,
man.
my
We're
pleasure.
just getting started, and I know
Yes,
like what the future holds, right? And what does the future hold
yes.
for you? What are we looking forward to?
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to getting on stage again soon in the future.
Yes, yes.
And I'm starting my 35th year of teaching on Monday. And it was so funny to actually have somebody go, oh, what a drag to be back. And I'm like, what do you mean? We're so fortunate to get to work here and to get to do this. And we get a whole bunch of new kids that we get to influence. And, you know,
Yes,
coming in with this spirit, it just is. I'm so excited. I mean, I'm like a first year teacher and it's my 35th year. So
yes,
I'm excited. That's
yes,
it.
yes. Wow.
And but again, I'm very excited to get it on stage again, as soon as possible. Like I said earlier, I know I have some work to do as far, I really want to work on my posing, bring a little bit stronger posing to the stage,
Yes,
maybe explore some other aspects of the sport. Like I'm not 100% convinced that bikini is my place. I enjoy doing it, but I feel like there's more there for me. There's
Yes.
something bigger in it for me that I want to really explore.
Yes.
And so, yeah, that's where I'm at. That's what I'm excited about, and continuing to grow this relationship with you and Saya, because I've learned so much from you. It's what one thing that always amazes me is how much I can learn from younger generations, but you guys have done the work, and it's so nice to be able to draw on that, to draw on all of your experiences and
Yes.
everything that you bring to the table. Because again, I learned you're not coaches. I'm sorry, you're not trainers,
Yeah.
you're coaches.
Yeah.
And the difference is night and day. The difference is, you know, one teaches you how to lift weights, the other one teaches you how to lift up yourself, you know? So,
Love that. Yes, how to lift up yourself. Wow. That is,
yes.
wow. Okay, now that is powerful. No, thank you very much for sharing that. You're absolutely right. What we do, is like, we call it bodybuilding with a purpose, is more than
Yes.
just lifting the weight, right? Like it is the personal development, your relationship with yourself, right? A lot of people
Right.
neglect that. They just go lift the weights, meal plan, everything. You can only go but
Yes.
so far with that. But now when we
Yes.
focus on the internal, right? Oh,
Yes.
the sky is not even your limit. Like it's just
Right.
infinite, You are just
Yeah.
infinite. But no,
Yeah.
thank you very
In
much
your
for
own
sharing
words,
that.
that's too easy. The sky's the limit. No, that's too easy. The sky's too easy. We got to shoot for the moon,
You know,
you know?
absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. So
So,
lastly, before we run this up, what is a word of advice you have for anyone out there, you know, it doesn't matter what they're going through in life right now, but if let's just say, what is that advice you have for your younger self? If you were to go back to younger, Lola, what would you tell younger Lola right now?
well, I've had conversations with her, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And the truth is to just be kind to yourself,
Mm-hmm.
to talk to yourself in the way that you want other people to talk to you. You know, they say treat other people the way you want to be treated.
Yes.
No, treat yourself the way you want the world to treat you. That's what I would say. Treat yourself the way you want other people to treat you. Be
Yes.
kind to yourself, nurture yourself, take care of yourself, you know? And for those people who are out there like thinking about starting this journey, just start. Get up and do something for 10 minutes. Go just get yourself in the gym, because once you're there, that battle is won. You're
Yes.
already in the gym, you
Yes.
know? It's kind of like for me, like the win, like is just again just the fact that I get to walk around like this. The
Mm-hmm.
bigger win was of course getting on stage, but for those people just starting out, just do something. It
Yes.
doesn't matter what. Go for a walk. Just, you know, today is the day.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow may not come. You have to do it today. It's pretty
Yes.
much that simple, you know?
Wow, wow.
So,
That right there is
anyway, yeah.
powerful. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that words of wisdom, for those advice. It just reminds me of our journal entry about self-image. That is basically what this is right here. The relationship you have with yourself, the self-talk,
Yes.
the intimacy you have with
Yes.
yourself, like you say, right? If I
Yes.
want to treat me a certain way, I have to start treating myself that way. That is powerful. That supersedes everything. For us, we will say
Yes.
that is the foundation to your personal journey and success in this world. It does, because at the end of the day,
Yes.
like I know when we're coaching, you're like, oh, how do I'm like, it doesn't matter what I tell you. At the end of the day, is what you tell yourself, right? And it plays a
Yes.
huge role.
Exactly.
Wow, wow. Thank you very much for
Exactly.
that. Thank you.
Exactly.
Wow.
It's my pleasure. It's so joyful. That's the thing too that I forgot to mention, is just the sheer joy that I
Yeah.
feel so often. Like just existing now is easier. And because I do have that relationship with myself, I mean, of course I love to be around other people. I'm a very social person and I enjoy that, but I'm okay being with myself. I'm
Yeah.
okay being alone with my own narrative and my own dialogue with myself. you
Yeah.
know? And I never, honestly, I never was before. I never was. It took all of this. It took this transformation and the interaction with you guys and the instruction to really bring me here. You know, I needed the guidance. And so one more little tiny piece of advice is that if you have the opportunity to work with a coach who wants to help you and says, we train you to have a champion mindset, because that's basically what you guys said. We're not about just being in the gym. We train champions. We teach you how to be a champion, not how to lift weights, not how to get in shape, you know? And that is so powerful. You know, anybody can hire a trainer, but not everybody can hire a coach, you know? And so, yeah, I'm just really, really blessed and fortunate that the universe lined up how it did, and there you guys were, because I could not ask for more. I couldn't ask for anybody better, you know? So I'm so grateful.
Thank you
grateful,
very much.
Joyful.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So happy. So happy.
Thank you. Like, you just warm my heart with this right here. I'll tell you that. It's always joyful. It's always, amazing, having conversation with you, because again, it's always elevating to a different level. But sincerely, this means a lot to me. Thank you very much. All right. And thank you for your time and for the interview. And we'll see you again on your next level and your next transcendence in life. Let's put it that way.
Thank you. Yes. Yes. I look forward to that.